What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be going out to Nate's house. I'm going to pull the car off the trailer because it's still sitting there from stupid cold. But we are going to be going over everything. Where the car sits, where it's going to be, what the plans are. So if you want to see that, make sure you stick around through this full video and make sure that you smash that subscribe button because you're going to want to stick around for the rest of this build and see where this car goes. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you guys there. What up, what up? So we have made it to Nate's house. We are here. I've got the car unloaded. I have got it pulled out and looking nice and pretty for you guys. So today we're just gonna go over what all's been done to it, what the plans are for it. I guess I will start off by saying this is a 2003 350Z with a VQ 35DE. Basically stock. I wanted to focus more on the suspension work of it whenever I got the car because I wanted it to drive right. I didn't really necessarily worry about power. It made plenty of power to start off with. So I just wanted to make everything work and really start learning how to drive. When I first got this car, it was black. If you can believe it, it was a $600 car. It had a blown motor in it. It also came with a motor, but that motor had a rod knock when we put it in. So we ended up getting like a 180,000 mile junkyard motor and slapped that puppy in there, started up like a champ, and it has banged off limiter and completely been beat to shit for 2 years, and somehow it still runs healthy as can be. So I hate to get rid of it since it's still running, but for me, there's just so much more that I need out of the car, if that makes sense. I feel like I've maxed out my capabilities with this car, driving wise. I could work on my tandems and getting closer and stuff, but it's kind of hard because everybody I drive with has LS cars or they make 400 plus. So I have this thing really gripped up the way it is to where I could go up to 265s, and that's maxed out grip. Like I can't do anything else with it. So it's time for some power. But when we got this, we did the swap on it. We replaced a bunch of like pulleys and belts and just nonsense stuff that while you're there is basically. Got K-Sport coilovers for it. They were used off of actually the car that Brennan drives right now. His LS green 350Z is the car that these came off of from the owner before that car. Or the owner before Brennan of that car. They actually are going to be getting handed down to another guy on the team. So I drove on this car with stock angle for a year. Now, these Z's, everybody knows, have okay-ish angle, I guess you could say, from stock, but I did have extended tie rods. So it gave me just that extra little bit that I needed. And I personally think it helped me. It helped me a lot. It helped me grow my driving and being able to control the car the way it is instead of just throwing parts at it and making it easier to drive. I think that's the cheater's way, but that's just my opinion. I don't care what you think. But this season was my season to really kind of push myself and getting out there and just doing a couple laps of singles when I first get there, and then jumping straight into tandems and just tandeming all day. Really getting my proximity a little better and just being comfortable being behind and in front of someone. So I'm gonna turn you guys around and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna walk around the car, point out all the cool parts, the parts that I truly love, and some of the parts that have really saved my ass. So yeah, let's flip you guys around. So here she is. I guess we will start up front. So this bash bar. This bash bar is from Never Lift. My buddy Philip, he built this bash bar for me. I have to say, this is one of the best investments I've made. As you can see, there's some damage from right here. This part was bent in. I took out a Corvette. So, a local event here in Clarksville had a king of track type of competition, and me and this guy were the first battle of the entire thing. And he was having some problems with his steering, and just parked it on track. And I wasn't able to catch it in time. I plowed right into him. We both talked about it after. Things were great. No biggie. But this thing had saved everything right here. I had previously wrecked this car into the wall in the same exact spot at Beach Band. That sweeper is no joke. That wall will eat you alive, and it bent quite a few things. So my frame rail is slightly bent, which this car will be going to front, which will be needed to fit the motor that I'm going to be running and radiator and all that stuff up front, because I do not want to go full race car with rear mount. And then we got the carbines up front. I normally have them in the rear. These are Brennan's wheels. I destroyed a couple of my wheels at the last event, so I had to purchase some wheels and tires off of someone. Well, borrow wheels, purchase tires. Right now I have a GK Tech Super Lock kit. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the angle kit I'm running on this car, and I have to say it is perfect. It's not wise fab angle, but it is a lot of angle for the power this car makes. I don't think anyone should ever need any more angle than this kit provides for this amount of power. And then I do have custom paint on here. This is the fender from the wreck. This was completely smushed in. But my buddy Casey did some bodywork magic on it. But this paint does have some flake in it. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, well, My camera battery died, so I'm on my phone now. I'm sorry if the quality is crap, but yes, I do have custom paint on this car. It has purple and black flake in it. This was the first car I've ever painted. I loved it. It turned out great. Personally, I should have gone with bigger flake and a lot more. I would have rather taken the black out and just left purple and like completely just painted the car with purple flake. Eventually, that's probably what I'll do. I got this cool purple tint, some stickers. These things I love. So, the interior is one of my favorite. So, with this interior, as you can see, and the outside of the car, I have a lot of purple. That's kind of my theme. So, what's funny is that all started from this first steering wheel I had bought. I was trying to save money, so I bought a D&D steering wheel. The cheapest one they had was in the color purple on eBay. So that's what I got. And I just ran with it, as you can tell. I personally dig it now that everything is together, sort of. I had to go with PBM Hydro. I got the NRG bucket. I got a fake bright over here. That'll switch eventually. But I have another D&D steering wheel on. It's just shallower so that I could run a quick release. I am very short. So in this car, if I run a deep dish steering wheel, it's basically in my chest and I can't drive that way. So I had to do that. And I have an NRG quick release. I don't know if you can see it, but it is very slim. It's like an inch thick, and that's it. I was really surprised, but it doesn't have that much play in it, which, I mean, it's just, you don't even notice it. But yeah, man, I love this car. I personally would rather have a G35 sedan. Just in my opinion, I love the way those look, especially drifting and having 4 doors. Like, who doesn't want that? So in the rear, I am running a dual caliper setup with just OEM brake calipers. I do have Z1 lower control or lower arms to get the toe right and everything. But I mean, really, this car is so simple. I love running Kendas. Kendas are the move. I don't know if you haven't tried them yet, you should. I know some people have had bad luck with them, but it's literally once in a blue moon. So I run 180 treads up front, which are now going to be 200 treads, tread wear. And then I run 235, 45, 18 in the rear. They had okay grip. I don't know, but I ran these accelerators last time, and they're 255s, and it had tremendous amount of grip compared to the 235s. So I loved this better, but I would rather it be in Kenda. The thing about Kendas are the laps per dollar amount is way more than any other tire out there. I don't care what you say, it's any other tire out there, I guarantee it. I ran the 300 tread wears in the rear. It did fine because this car doesn't make a bunch of power, but eventually I will be running 265, 40, 18s in the rear in 200 tread wear because I'll be making more power. So yeah, I mean, this car is so simple. Like, it's gutted in the rear, and then somewhat OEM stock panels everywhere in the front. There's no solid subframe bushings on this car anywhere. I have no diff brakes. I mean, this car has been simple and it's done phenomenal. I love it, man. I don't know. I'm so excited for the next step of this car. What up, what up? So, I'm sorry I didn't record an outro for this video, but I am here. I'm back at my girl's place. The car is still at Nate's. I hope you liked the video. I know I said I was originally going to go over what motor is going to be going in this car in this video, But I think I wanted to save that because I personally didn't have the motor on hands to show you guys. So I didn't think it'd be really right to tell you what was going in it and not show you. So I will be having a video come out soon about that, and along with another video of the first official teardown. So if you want to see any of that, make sure you smash that subscribe button and stick around because there's a lot of stuff planned. And I really think you're gonna like the motor that's going in it. It's gonna make a lot of cool noises, but we'll see. So I hope I see you in the next one. Thanks for sticking around. See you guys later.